Yo, what's up guys? Today we're going to be replay reviewing the recent RLCS Boston Major Grand Finals with BDS versus Vitality. Gonna try and point some stuff out to you guys and hopefully help you improve your threes gameplay and decision making. Let's get straight into the video. Alright, so we got game 3 of the BDS versus Vitality series, and this is after the bracket reset, so after the first series. This is just like a crazy transition from Zen. I feel like usually most people are going to take way longer to control and make a play out of this ball than Zen did. He took this really quickly and he got a perfect 50. I kind of want to see why he had so much space though. I feel like no one challenged him. I think Monkey kind of stopped here and hesitated. You notice he hit the brakes, which kind of trolled him because then Zen was able to 50 it past him and have a free opportunity. Notice here that since Zen sees no one else in the air, he takes a lot of time with this control. That way he gets a safe 50 and buys his teammates as much time as possible to get boost and rotate back. You always want to try and buy your teammates as much time as you can, usually. There's some cases where you might want to rush things, but for the most part, unless you have like a quick play or a quick transition, you want to buy your teammates time. And I think all three of them do a really good job of this. I think it's probably a big point in why EU are so dominant right now, is because they play for each other. They play for their teammates rather for themselves. Like even here, I feel like in NA, I don't know if people are passing this, like probably pop it up for a solo play, but Zen dimes alpha, which is just a good play in general. Notice Zen's positioning here. As third man, he's not too far up, but he's not too far back. He's right below the midfield line, which is where you usually want to be. He's playing really patient here. Alpha gets to touch the corner for him. It's a shot, but it's not dangerous because they're both in net. It's a good demo here. He notices Seiko's rotating back, and so it's an easy kill for him. Demos are like almost always going to be good. Like it's always going to relieve pressure on your end, or it's going to give you more pressure on their end. So if you see an easy demo, always try for it, or even a bump at some points can be really good. Kind of want to see. I feel like that this shouldn't. He got a like I said. I think it was just a demo from Rise here. It opened up so much space. 2 demos actually. Wow. Yeah, no, Rise put in work there. Like I said, demos are extremely useful. Redosin probably could have passed this. It would have been a better play, but on LAN you usually get... some players don't even get nervous, but it's harder to really have confidence on LAN, to be honest. So you end up banging the ball a lot more. And rather than banging it to your teammates, sometimes you just give it away. But Vitality are good enough to where they do it very minimally. Another thing here that's done really well is, and I feel like this is a really crucial part, is following your teammates' touches and knowing what they're going to do. Notice how quickly Redison falls this ball. Like, he just completely dusts Rise. I think it's Rise, right? Yeah. He completely dusts him, like, because he's so ready for Zen's 50. And this is probably the comms, yeah, like Zen calls that he's going to 50 it, but even then, you can still kind of tell what your teammate's going to do way beforehand. And if you know early enough, then you can play off of it, maybe get a beat or two, and it just it helps the offense. Since Zen was third here, he probably didn't want to commit too hard, but he also didn't expect Seiko to fully recover to that, because if Seiko died or got like bumped harder, it probably would have been a goal. Yeah, it probably would have been a goal if he died, but he survived both people chasing him and had a free counterattack. This is a crazy bump play from Zen. Holy. Perfect bump. Gives him an open net. That is crazy. You notice here that even though Zen, I don't know if this is the touch Zen wanted. He probably maybe wanted a double or to put a little bit higher. Definitely not what Raz wanted or Zen wanted, to be honest, but after Zen gets that touch, he notices that his teammate has a free shot, so he gets a free bump. So that's just really good awareness by Zen, knowing that they have a free opportunity, and he picks a perfect time to go for a bump. I know I said I'd switch POVs, but honestly, man, like, Zen's POV is just so mesmerizing to watch. Like, this, I don't know. Something about the movement, it's just different, to be honest. It's also, like, efficient. Like, it's just perfect. This is another important thing, is noticing when you have to get 50s versus if you have a beat or you can bang it. because he knows Rise is going to commit here, most likely, right? And even if he doesn't, you know, it's too risky to try and bang it or like go for anything else, right? So he just does a simple one jump, gets a perfect 50, and he's able to get bumps and, you know, keep falling to play. So it's always important to know when you should go for a 50-50 rather than if you know you have a beat or if you know you are beat. Here, Zen notices his teammates kind of hesitating, right? And he notices that someone has to go, right? Someone has to challenge. We don't want to give Rise too much time. So he straight up just goes. And you might think, like, oh, this, like, you know, low-key, this might not be the smartest move. Like, he's just full sending it. But the thing is that if he plays ball here, which he does, like, notice he goes straight for ball, then his teammate's fine, right? Because his teammate has anything high. He's going up back wall. He's literally driving up back wall. If Raz flips high, his teammate still has a free touch. He fakes it, sends a free touch, and it's safe. And I think I mentioned this in a previous video, but notice here that instead of just full rotating back, Zen instantly goes for demos and boost steals. If his teammate didn't take that corner boost, he would have got it too, but he instantly goes for demos and a boost steal before leaving the play. Which is what you always want to try to do, one of the two, if you don't have to instantly rush back. If it's like, you know, if you guys aren't being insanely pressured and there's not like a chance to get scored on, you always want to try and get a bump or a boost steal, unless you have to rotate back. Oh, Seiko, no. That's a land touch, man. That's a land touch. Online, he's not getting a touch like that, I'm gonna be honest. Oh, that's rough, man. It's a rough way to lose that game. But let's check out game 5 of this series, which I believe is the last game of the whole series. So let's get into the next game. Alright, so we have game 5 here. I believe it was 6-3, so Vitality kind of stomped this game. Notice how Zen is so patient here. Like, I feel like a lot of people, even though he's third man, like, you could argue like, oh, anyone would play this patient. I don't think someone would. I feel like most people would not do what he did here, because he doesn't even, like, even though the ball's right there, he doesn't even go for it. He just waits. He straight up waits. And Seiko gets a pretty threatening touch, and he still just waits because he knows his teammate's there. So that's another time, and like, I keep saying awareness, but it really is like crucial. Like it is a crazy important thing. And it low-key gets them a goal because of how he plays this. Or I guess it doesn't play it, because he straight up just leaves it for his team. It's just knowing, like, should you touch this? Like, do you have to touch this? Like, is it necessary? But yeah, that's a really crucial part, is just knowing if you have to play a certain ball or if you should just leave it. Which, it might be tough in the moment to make that decision, but you'll kind of get used to it the more you experience it. These are great touches by Zen. Even though he's kind of hitting it back and no one's really there to follow it, he still gets one person out of the play, which is better than nothing. It is a goal though because of how his teammates approached it. I think they were both backwards and he 50 into his net. If he flipped into that, it would have been fun, but Rise also could have went high, so it was kind of tough to deal with. Like, look how quick Zen is to this man. It's literally just like an instant read and a double tap from the ceiling. Knows his teammates behind him. Where is it? Yeah, right here. He knows his teammates rotating behind him, so he just challenges. He ignores Rise even bumping, and he just gets a free 50. Even if he doesn't make contact with that ball, he knows his teammates covering him, so it's fine. Yeah, how is this a goal? I think Monkey got not the touch he wanted. Yeah. This probably was also like a nerves thing just on LAN Grand Finals, but instead of popping it out here, because it was too late at that point, he couldn't react quick enough to get a pop back to the corner, so he had to get some pop out. But I think what would have been way better here is if he instead of trying to cut off the pop, he follows this ball here. If he jumps off the wall with the ball and gets a free 50, then it's not dangerous. But because he kind of panics, he gets the pop, it's open net for them. There's a lot of times where you might hesitate to make a touch, but in reality you could take a lot more time than you realize with a touch to get to get a better play going, or maybe, you know, stop a defensive mistake. Gonna watch Alpha for probably for a little bit longer, maybe the rest of this game. Alpha played so good this major. He deserves more credit than he's getting. He played really well. Dang, that's tough. I think Alpha probably should have stayed ground here because Zen was going backboard, so he had any high shot. But even then, Monkey placed it really well. That's really tough to deal with. That was really good up by Alpha. He could have just jumped and shot this, but I think if he did, Monkey would have definitely cut him off. The only reason Monkey missed this is because he kept chasing him, so he forced him to jump really awkwardly and miss it. And he gets a boost steal. He tries to get a pass mid and it almost works, and he gets a demo. He literally did both of the things that I said are really good to do before rotating out. And they're able to keep it in play, honestly, because of that. And oh my god. This guy is just crazy, dude. Here, Alpha's not going to try and read like a high touch or a flip reset. He's straight up just going to follow wherever the ball goes. Because worst case, if it goes over him, his teammate's backboard to cover anything higher than him. That's like a really key part of today's kind of structure in rank 3s at the highest level. Is just make sure you play ball if your teammate's behind you. Because if you try to read them going high or read like a fake or any of that stuff, it's not gonna work out. This was a really good play by BDS. Monkey to rise, slots it far left. It's a good play. Zen dealt with this really well. The kickoff was really troll, to be honest. They tried to lose it back right for Zen, but it kind of killed and his teammate hard cheated, but he gets a free 50. This is another situation where it's like, maybe not touching it is just the best situation. Like, notice how they don't really panic, like, because it's in the corner, there's no danger yet. No one's like spam jumping, like, oh my god, freaking out or anything. They're low-key just watching it. They're just spectating this, and then finally Alpha comes in and cleans it up. Because there was no reason to panic or anything here, but yeah, they just played it really smart, really safe. Dude, Alpha's so good. Redosin got some crazy bumps and a 52. Or not, I think it was Zen. Yeah, Zen got some crazy bumps. Actually, this was just an insane play in general, man. This guy beats them with 17 boost. How much does Seiko have? I bet this guy... Ah, never mind. He had low boost too. But still, like... That's crazy. Zen beats him with 12 boost. And because of that beat, it creates a whole play. A lot of the time, guys, it's better to focus on beating one person or doing this than, like, trying to score directly. A lot of the time, I've seen this happen a lot. Someone will just go for a shot when the net's covered, and it gets dunked basically straight into their net. And that might have happened for you guys in some of your lobbies too, but it happens all the time in mine. Is like, my teammate will just try and shoot it, even though, like, the opponent's dunking completely. It just dunks in my net. Whereas instead, they could take it to the corner, keep it in play, and keep pressure and position. And so here, it's basically a goal because of Zen just going for a beat here. Even though it's like super high, you know, it's not a crazy, you know, touch for them. His teammate makes it work, and then Alpha just is a god. This is a crazy pre-jump. I mean, you kind of know Monkey's gonna pop this here, but a lot of the time someone might fake that. Because if Monkey fakes this, then Alpha is sent, bro. Like, if Monkey just slams on the brakes here, Alpha's gone. But Zen might challenge him. Actually, he's dead. Yeah, no. Monkey probably should have faked that. But it was good from Alpha, though, because even if Monkey did fake that, it wasn't going to be dangerous. Because one of the Vitality players still would have been back, and he would have had to throw away possession. Speaking of, that's actually kind of a good tip. Is I've done it a lot too. Is kind of want to, yeah, here it is. All right, if you're noticing that people keep pre-jumping you and stuff, the number one way to stop that is literally just fake. Like, it works out so well, especially in 2s. I know this is more focused on 3s, but just in general, if you're getting pre-jumped a lot, just fake it. And then after you fake it, you can go high because they're gonna have to drop down because they thought you're going ground. So you can it's kind of just a mind game, a little point out, but I think it's really helpful. I use it a lot. And this is just a perfect first touch for him. It's not really in the location he wanted it. Like, he definitely wanted it more central. He probably didn't want it so much to the left, but I think just like the power of that first touch is perfect, because they have the lead right now, right? Like, their number one objective isn't to score. They want to score, but most of all, they just want to play safe and not lose the lead, right? And this is the best way to waste time, basically, is to get a good, solid first touch that you can follow. And even though he gets dunked, the BDS basically lose possession, just because they're not able to control the ball or get anything going. Oh my god, I remember this dude. Oh, Seika win again. Monkey had an open net. Oh my god. Oh, this was tragic, dude. Oh my god, dude, that's so bad. That's so bad. All he had to do was just stop or backflip. Monkey's wide. Oh my god. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, that's so bad. Oh my god. That's tragic, bro. And then they get another goal, right? Wait, how do they? Oh my god, dude. Vitality are just something else. That's crazy. This game definitely should have been closer, but still, that is wild. But yeah, that closes the series out. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it and learned something from it. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment to help the algorithm. Now that you know how to play threes like a pro, check out this video to find out what the best car in the game is.